Abusua makwaba Ediba the Fourth Republic Jumedi Adani Diety Wasi Edi Ghana political top stories nibi Ediba Eba Sumonene in some idea ni ADH updates are about a free a summer boy case a Wontumi nso ɛna kyerɛ sɛ ɔno nso akɔyɛ defense a ɔno nso afa ne councils a ɔmo nso ɛbɔ n'akyi dɔm sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmo twitwa nso ɛde agye no ɛwɔ case anaasɛ kwaadu a ɛyɛ ɔman mu no nyinaa lawyer nso ɛde abɔ no ɛyɛ de attorney general ɛde abɔ no so ɔno nso ɛtumi ɛde ne pɛ abɔ ɛde awura ɛyɛ forest reserve mu nso ɛtumi akɔyi ɛfam agudie a na kyerɛ sɛ permission biara ne ho a ɔno nso ɛnam ne ɔno ara ne well so and so ede koyi efoma goodie na update a eba enso eche na enrada omoko kote 29th no the new council atachia esquire enso ede adesrede enso ebo ede rade judge a ɔno nso ɛte case ni so na judge no nso etimi ma no na de sɛ deɛ no ɔgrante ma no sɛ ɔma no 2 weeks so ɔfa nkɔ file na addresses a kyɛ sɛ ɔno nso ebetimi ɛde defend ne client na amanfo twɛ ne srɛ ne abasa sɛ asa addresses ya na nkɔ betimi akɔ the former council akɔgye lawyer apia ko bi akakye na nkɔ ɔno nso ne nsa etimi aka address na when na the latest info a ɛba nso ɛkyerɛ sɛ sa addresses no ɛno nso ɛnhyɛ da ɛnhia pii sɛbe ɛba no judge no ne judgment a ɔno nso ɛbɛ give out a addresses a atachia nso ɛde bɛ give no ɛnhyɛ da have major anaasɛ majority influence ɛwɔ judge no judgment so obusua mɛyɛ sɛ ɔbɛgye brɛ ne abo ɛde awura nsɛm na ha Fourth Republic so subscribe yɛ ne deɛ kwanza mɛyɛ sɛ ɔbɛdrop subscription na wahyɛ
saa wama no 2 weeks ɔmfa file an address na one family 13 on or before 13th of July 20th obema the judgment the course of court ye were who precedents were and now say the court was clement with the accused say the city
the court was what
clement just what was the accused no more say lead counsel no waba foforo no wa man leave of time to file ne address.
Yes, so that is what we call the court. So there is no precedent. Man who precedent they are, but the court works on fairness, justice and fairness.
Okay,
and then in looking at justice, the court says that justice must not only be done, but it must be manifestly be seen to have been done. So I think that is that principle that animated the court in this instance. Sir, you to up the lawyer, and now the lawyer I withdraw from Wontumi.
Attorney General affidavit in opposition. One must say he resigned voluntarily, not from a court. It's a one and one point in the answer. So one and also a jaya. Why do you give the new lead counsel another chance to file addresses? And the source of address is what pay free registry. No, now as I said, call free. Council now no now take over.
No, council no resigning. Anaya Pamno. The council is no longer in the case, and that is Apia Kubi. No longer in the case. So Apia Kubi, no Oba court is coming to plead for an extension of time. Then the court will say, well, the amount opportunity, where abuse opportunity, and the young yes to extend them up. But this is a new lawyer. So the court was balancing the requirement of justice with the requirement of fairness. So, no conduct the case, no. But officer or address the court, no. So what will the court do? In this particular case, the court exercising its discretion, the judge, exercising its discretion in extending the time for the delivery of the judgment and giving the new council, defense council, attached here 2 weeks after he's gotten the record of proceedings, the SC will court to file the written submission to aid the court in delivering a judgment that will be fair and just. And so, it did my mind that the counsel for the defense in the case of Akuffo or decided to withdraw from the case at a critical juncture of this particular case. That is at the point where it is not his client, but he himself who has to address the court on the question of law and of fact. But he decided to withdraw from the case. And so I think that balancing fairness and justice, the court was right to exercising his discretion underlined to extend the case for judgment to the 20th, and thereby giving the new council an opportunity to address him on the question of the facts that were adduced in the case and of the law to guide him in delivering a judgment that is fair and just.
I council Mammy Musawi, sir, or file address and the address and upon any law. No, ya not debeni debeni wom, and what and of what effect and the benya our judgment na e be a judge no e de beba no so.
Uga I said in my first interaction with you, Kwame, the culture would say it is not a requirement of law in criminal jurisprudence.
It's not a requirement of law.
There, the judge must wait for the decision or for the written submission of the accused or the defense counsel in this case. But it's a practice where the judge will want the defense counsel and the prosecution to address the court on the requirement or on the facts of the case and the law in their view, which should be applied. And that's why in the first interaction, the cashier was said the judge could proceed after giving the defense attorney a reasonable time to address it, bring in a judgment or read his judgment in the case. But it's a court, and it's a court of justice. And so the judge in this case decided that it would delay his judgment and give the defense attorney some time to look at the facts as he sees it in the proceedings and to address the court on the question of law, whether or not the ingredients of the offense that Wontumi has been charged have been proven in court or not.
You can't mammy what did be and say Sagalan say young Akuffo to Sabi and Kwasa Wontumi to be all over the land will be a year be a year. Say a commerce obi single out. No, the no one could court a smacks of witch hunting. Your thoughts on that, any say?
Oh, Wontumi case, it predates the coming into office of this current government. You guys said when this Samurai boy case came up, money in the forest reserve. Ukai said the minister for lands and natural resources said actual letter Emma company said they had no permit to mine in the forest reserve. Okay. Good. That was the beginning of the case. Wontumi's problem started here during that time. And so there is evidence say a minister of state acting on the authority of the office are written to Wontumi to say that you are engaged in an illegally. What set the stage for the prosecution of Wontumi in Matthew in that letter that was written by Samuel Abdullah Jinapo. So let's look at it from that basis. As for offense, never be created. But when they get the offender, then there is no hiding place. So it's yes, I agree. So I can say a costu, a costu. But if they get the offender, they will stand trial. And we must start from somewhere.
Council, Madam Asiano paper. Ensuna at all more dear, Anna.
Oh, me, big one or so. Bawumia, big one or so on the every route, a ornament. To be honest with you, even though I sympathize and empathize with the victims, media, and draw and feel no total, nothing will feel exercise.
There's a you live in one of the highest habitable points in Ghana.
Yes. So I didn't see Mahama water. I only saw it on social media, any TV too. But Mahama into the area because until the bar it ran it down. Air drains in the moon. So in that area, Mahama. So it was only when I watched TV and went onto social media, went onto my phone, then I saw the disaster and the damage that consumed here. To exercise while it is raining, no, will show you that it was not that serious at in that range because now was people want to talk.
Alaji Mamina was not paying.
And that.
Pa Alaji Inusa Fuseni, honorable, former MP for Tamale Central, former teacher, former Minister of Roads and Highways, for a time, and then I came from 101.7. So, Nana, Aqua Ghana, Tia Pa, when you grow Betifi. What your mic in here, man? I
go what Betifi.
And I wouldn't be a day for Betifi. What Presby are sorry dying. Ghana, you know, why the highest habitable point in Ghana.
There's a Ghana baby, I was a new partner. I bet
Tiffy. Ain't it a dinner a big pop at Tiffy? For a Tiffy. Now, almost, yeah, you know, baby, a hoa pan, a Presby, I saw down, Ramsey Presby, I saw down. Now, who do I bet if you also Ramsey Presby, I saw down, almost the abo in the sea. The highest habitable point in Ghana. And now, who sang for right and now call a bene.
Nana, I forgot Tomuno, and also swear.
A bepo, Nipante, baby, and Nipatia, or wapa.
Oh, okay.
I forgot to a bepo, a wapa, a Ghana.
But
Nipantisa, the Tiffy one. I know you know the difference.
Yeah. I get you.
I get you, man.
I didn't the microphone, that's what I'm mean.
Hey, I
want it.
Was I get you, May?
Yes, where the king. Who say alone? Oh,
some belcre.
Before
Baby, a what? Oh, Ghana, ha. You put me in my room.
Anya biti. Eni se ba se nsuo fire nyina wo Ghana ha. Ebefo obia.
Abeti before the.
Azana kofa abeti fufu. Nana. Sanitation was a man for the friend of the city of sanitation.
Aye.
If I go to Kaya, yes, a good name. And it depends from honorable plenty of cases, you find sanitation.
Nane.
Okay.
Yeah. Anaya, yeah. You dissertate, and I am dissertate. Then the community them. Or speaking who die with a sack or who will chill near there. If we are still there, no crying on the earth. We are seeing some of our ministry man. Okay, MC in an war, Amasaman, honorable Wilkinson.
Clement
Ba UTV Bacan say. As he can't go my many damn in dear. My meaning your bear mania ye.
Aye. Anopa.
Wait, me a unit said, where you see. When you're here and sigh a bomb, then your bear man's who you know. Wodge one city appear three.
Ah, you one years you were pump up was a lady. And you're born inside what $8.
Oh, God name me. Robert Travis in a few. I'll be report dance. What do you call a dumenu? We are yes, he can't go in where you're running. Name come about now. They are back. He been come out. And the man produce letter be a Makuabiso True Controller General 2022. Yet, 100 million Ghana cedis demands of Fagway be certain. Yes, 2022 March. You are member. I will be a young man sika to find your store. Ewo a swing. The Nana no free abroche by ya store no emuhe. No Nana. Let's a story. What the discuss? Nana, man, the third year ni be. Yes, what this can was it? Man, the third year ni be. Mira Coffee Capital. A consumer protection agency, and now noon. You didn't drink in Como. Brahmin watching. Now, promote to say.
Make you for but yes, what a divine selection. Absolutely. Need that. Then what? See a symptom.
My friend, na and the young when say a disaster to yen. Bacopa a baller. Na sese sumina pino na wo be baby ti se tudu ano pay esunsum ekwan ni mu enya asem ketwa wo be ko mia wo do achimota no baby eye no ye dua grass ni ade no akofo asori ahomache no omu di bia begu ofanko barrier egu ho malam junction egu ho osuo to a na ni nyina kogum na no so ye hu videos bia enipa bi osuo no to wie ye eto no a maame mpanimfo na wo masese wo boda na wo hwie gu nsuo no mu na maame bi kan we na mabo ama ahodo soso die bi a mesam hu ye na anu ada me hunu bi e wo Mexico wo mo so market no wo mo so wo mo ye bola na wo mo de ba gu kwan mu ba wo mo de mu ye ne se egu kwan ni mu a ade e be chia na car aba na wo be se free street ni mu na odekọ ye de etimi gu wa wo hunu de wo be fa na wo hunu de wo be ye enkomoyi eti sei pa sa ball asem sanitation yen kan sei
Kwa man santia wotie fufu me de say wotie Mexico de dugu kwema ahomase na ka ba be mame fa won ko yiku Kumasi Central Market me kwa pe me kai na me mame yen ma Kumasi Jom do it. More far. Kumasi Jom Kwame. None him say, area 3 of our your phone and Adua near the true echo proof mathematics.
Ane fa na nkwase da na nim ho ba ebe fa hwene adwasuo no ne ade ade ne ye
Gate le won fi mono.
ai
Na me bisa se thing in ye guy. Eti nyete
adum kura so no wa mo kofa aka bi ba ya na huru street ni so anadwo
Gana hanging in the back. Ne ye. The question is, that is me will be an or usually say which I am and I Ghana, maybe what. They walk on your friend, a partner at Ghana, and what you know, what they're at. They say, friend, and said, Zoom Lion, that's your friend.
I no be
Now you're the proper. Ring Road Central, any independent service, men up so. Maybe such a I think I get in because Nippon had the same a big panel. Any age man will be in the sun and say, I think Tina, Taka, any age because we be seen Pana, opening at 1, 2, 3. Yes, so only a yes, the amount 4, 3, 5. Then a very big answer. Oka, Kumasi, you know me. Send a friend for movie, Saman.
Hey, Saman.
Aha. Okay. In Kraha, Nank and Prophet and Tank Cat, almost to make a count. A double tank cat. Okay. Meaning I do how? Then man of you. Over past that.
Wa mo da so tanka se for
All that pleasure is given us over. We don't want that.
mo ye di adwuma ma ye
What did I tell you? Now, say you will do that. Yeah, public health.
ajo bi o kintampo
Aha. And it's a different way to remember knowing.
tankas
The dinner, almost get now.
okay
It's great, manager. You're not that, you know. Yeah, maybe go to a yard. But in the time for when they think among the normal opinion at the general. When you put the word not, and look at them, I put there, and after saying how greater draft or Mukuma or say for better. Now, it's a a better out for Kata or Mahama, and my to need support. Which are from that is so. For full me, to live at here and then I will say, thank you. Far assembly. Okay. Any MC, right? Our again, a year. Oma, on the power of the if you see on my again, I want you.
us they are failing to perform
And if somebody fails to perform, what you reprobate or you sack them.
the person party no so abre pans na party ni bo now interview ahodo amaye atem di aye di me ni ade mabre
President Mahama. And I said, on my thing that I will get bed before. I said, we got the minister, what will you campaign? A year more than the Obama, or better or more party for one.
oh there be almost almost be some of mine
Open for my sister, look at your head that good in that campaign. So, many funny a man before. Let me tell you what you have. Where my before and up front. Let me know that the
me too pa
you're in a couple. Now, yet the award said, yeah, people come up nothing at the business. Wouldn't be what stop at the business.
Eddie.
The law enforcement. The law extra would say, kana brand big ya and I'm supposed to talk to. Also, you for Bible. Or who said, we are also about for a point of the German is not about what people and more about that. Why is that not Mama or any day of Hamon? Of Hamon, Lucifer, who's the lawyer?
Ah, yes.
Yes. But that's the point of Hamon. And it will be a one has a not yet. Because I'm on it now. There and now, it's true, yeah. I said, I'm 2 years old. Who's that make out of flat about?
Yes. And now, when you say New York City, near my Yahoo da. Name it Queen's Albany. Yahoo da.
Almost stop. But the Flavia, I hear what you said a beggar, you no, and no, Ghana, attached to a dear Betty, a big yacht. It's you know. A beer says you are very well. Because the name I want to hear, yes, Father, all I then come, but
I denta.
maybe they are.
Virgin baby, my I didn't kati wadauruma.
Otomeka. How Otomeka?
I feel me chunka, yanko.
Already, I am not going to say, the business is what happened. I will be able from N1, now honorable consider, and then they look at me. But Timmy, any paper, any assembly, no. And we are not going to look at me. We are my assembly, no one. No more stop for now. And the last one, now, sacrifice for better party. But you know, for Hobart, Emma, honorable report, Emma accept for them. It is the party. We can't have the money and for 4 years, just over here. The phone to put in the phone effort to bring. Almost a good party. What is 23? Here is our government for me. One after the 24.
2024 near two abano inti 2025 no and new government by
Madasi, so come home, a DJ media, and I see a ball, Eddie Ratchet say POG, when we say the Fourth Republic, the Ghana, authentic political top stories and the political headlines. A happy and now, once I bet me a cabin among the echo, any day, airborne in an essence messages. Don't subscribe to the Fourth Republic, any day accounts, or bet your post subscription. Now, once one who the echo, any day, air by update, a platform with a new updates. Reasons so abo, air the right comment section, now, so wait me, adding como, and a fudge media. That's it. So, Jay Brenner, time. Let me say,